And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, look at the juke.
The Packers take over at 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Arkansas. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This defense for the Falcons, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And now Love going to change things up. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Oh, he sheds himself free. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st down, Falcons.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first. You look at this Packers defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Penix from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And looking to throw, Penix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
A play fake. Now Penix. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Penix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw with Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Robinson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Fulk connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Fulk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
Love from the gun. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. He's across midfield and down right around the 37. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Penix working out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now an audible here into something else. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And that's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Washington. And able to use his blockers to get this over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Hey, Grant.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a run up the middle with Washington. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Packers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Washington down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Green Jack. Trouble 38. Drill 52. Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go. Hey, blue. 10 black.
Love looking to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who played best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To the air, Penix. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second and short now following the fumble. Looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Drake London. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Falcons.
Robinson up the middle. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 13. Out left to Dotson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's second and 8. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. They'll drop the throw. Quick slant, Dotson. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert Now they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 38 now, here's second down at 7. Now they'll audible to something else. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 5. On third down, Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Returning it is Moore. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
7-yard line.
Throwing. Love. To the right side and complete to Washington. And that play is is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Here we go. Green, 33. Yellow.
Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Into the hands of London. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First down Falcons.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. And looking to throw, Penix. That's to the right side, hauled in by Branch. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
In today's NFL, size is a consideration, but it's not something that will limit you. He may be only 5'8", but extremely shifty and quick. He can run deep routes and take the top off of defenses.
They'll run with Robinson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Penix toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Folk out there now to kick this one off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Down. Hey, red. Blue, 30, yellow, go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Love
15-yard line.
And complete once again to Watson. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Green. Set. Blue striker. 33, yellow.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right, 10 flat. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tucker Kraft, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The Packers will set up for the two-point conversion.
Striker, 3-3.
Love throwing for it. Complete at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
14. Packers 11.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Falcons
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. On the give, here's Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll throw with Penix. They'll roll him out right. Staying on his feet. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. Black, 95.
Love wants to shift things around. Not liking the look, they'll change the play.
43 rail.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Trey Smack now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Packers 18, Falcons 14. Trey Smack to kick off for Green Bay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Penix working out of the gun here. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Penix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Penix to the air once more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where you're covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
White, black shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Down. Black 40.
Now Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Love's pass complete to Josh Jacobs. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go red. Yellow. 43. Go pink. Grove, 52. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Packers first
So
down.
it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
At the 15-yard
Fourth
line.
quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Set.
They run from the shotgun with Washington. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. 10 black. 5, 97.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Washington again, the ball
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Ready, ready. Red, 38.
Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And now they'll shift things around. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons.
To Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper, 65 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. Let's go. Cut.
Love. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
15 yards on the play.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Washington now out of the gun. And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
He was taken
Here
down
comes
behind the
2nd
line of
down.
scrimmage. The tackle made back at his own 49.
Now Love. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
46-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. The young rookie coming through like a 10-year vet. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Packers,